are, folks. Another day, another way to pretty much be here. But that's not the main reason why I'm here. I'm here because of this article right here. It's made by Reuters, and the title is called Apple Moves to Store iCloud's Key in China, Raising Human Fears. Now, if y'all want to know why I'm kind of doing this is a serious. This is actually a serious issue here. And Alex was talking about this yesterday, and he was pretty much just fed up with it because technically, whole thing going around and everything else. I mean, this is like handing the keys to the kingdom to China, and about 5 weeks ago they said that almost a month ago they said that they're going to stop the recovery of the United States because they're pissed now. But anyway, folks, this is actually I'll just a link from Infowars.com, and now this is the actual article on Reuters from Reuters from their technological news division. The article is written by Stephen Nails and Kate Cadwell. When Apple Incorporated hosting Chinese users' iCloud accounts in new Chinese data centers to the end this month to comply with new laws, their Chinese authorities will have far easier access to messages and emails and other data stored on the cloud. I mean, this is crazy. That's because of the change of how the company handles the cryptographic keys needed to unlock the iCloud account. Now such keys are always have been stored in the United States, meaning that any government or law enforcement authority seeking to access Chinese iCloud account needed to go through the U.S. government legal system. Now, according to Apple, for the first time in the company where the keys were stored in China's iCloud accounts in China itself. That means the Chinese authorities will no longer have to use the U.S. courts to seek information on iCloud users and can instead use their own legal system to ask Apple to hand over iCloud data for Chinese users, legal experts said. Yeah, I can see where this is all going now. And it goes on from here. That basically, technically, the Apple has given warned consumers in China and all this other stuff, but the fact of the matter is this. This is a human rights issue now, because now we got the communist Chinese now handing over a whole bunch of stuff, and now we don't know, and now it's almost like giving the keys to the kingdom now, and this is very, very unsettling and scary. So I do have the clip here of Alex Jones actually talking about this now. So here he is.
And now, 5 weeks later, Apple, that has the worst subcontracted factories with suicide nets in the stairwells around the buildings, forced abortion, 18-hour work days, trying to replace humans with robots, they fully are giving the keys to the kingdom. It's like an Elysium when they hack into the whole, computer code for the deal, and he goes, he's got the keys to the kingdom. They're really doing it. Hollywood's being taken over. The major telecoms. I don't even know if Trump and his people even know how to deal with this themselves, because they're all 50, 60, 70-year-old, and they've got smart analysts telling them what's going on, but it's not getting up through the ranks. I don't even know if these guys can even understand this themselves. Because if they did, there would be paramilitary SWAT teams would be arresting. So there would be 5 divisions of the U.S. Army and Marines would be in Silicon Valley right now, taking it all over and lining people up against the wall and putting them in handcuffs. I mean, it's a total Chinese communist takeover. You know what? I might just shut the show down and leave. If everybody wants this, then just damn well have it. I'm serious. God almighty. And all the weird leftists and CNN and Hollywood, they all love it. They got mobile execution vans, dozens of them in every city, and sell Christian and Buddhist people's organs for just being Christian or Buddhist. What have you people signed on to? The CFR told us the Chinese century was coming. They told us it couldn't be stopped. America was done. And Hillary was supposed to get in. She's on the Chinese payroll. They just made it. It's like, oh, the president of China now doesn't have term limits. He's appointed by the Central Committee and the Politburo. He's appointed by the Communist ruling party. They're just making him a dictator like Mao. A dictator. They haven't had one since Mao. A dictator over the Politburo. God almighty. We have a full-on dictator in China that doesn't have his fingers in every pie and every cake and every... No. It's them. It's them. And they're going to use Muslims to overrun and destabilize Europe. And the deal's already been made. And we're just signing the whole country over. And all these Hollywood scum and all the so-called comics are up there. And just like I told you about the AI and the human-animal chimeras and how they worship an AI god, now you're hearing everything I told you word for word. It'll be down the road long after I'm gone when we're under Chinese communist control. And they'll say, that son of a bitch said the Chinese were bad and they were going to take over. And they are good and we follow their orders. You understand? It won't even be, he warned us. It'll be, he warned us and he's a traitor. And school kids will be taught to hate me and hate you and hate Donald Trump. God almighty. Because they look at 1.5 billion of them and that they'll do anything. The globalists merge with China because they're bloodthirsty and they've killed 50 million little girls. That's very feminist, isn't it? They come by your house. Some people hide the little girls till they're about a year old. They take them, and then they go, oh, we've got rich people need them, and they keep the little girls alive till they take their organs. But that's okay. 1-year-old girls deserve it. It's so liberal. Yep. Turn me into the woodpecker anytime.
Okay, thank you. Folks, I don't know what to say now about this already. I mean, you just heard the guy just say all this junk about how we should just. He even said he was gonna shut down and let you have it. I mean, this is really, really awful. Excuse me. And nobody realizes that technically this is almost unsettling at best. I mean, a lot of people that have iPhones now don't even realize that they've now just handed their iPhones over to a country who's now killing Christians and Buddhists, harvesting them for their organs, and also little girls over 1 year old, as you heard Alex talk about. And it's in the hands of the Chinese. I mean, you might as well just shoot yourself now. But why not just put a bullet in your head now? Because basically, what's going to happen now is that this whole thing is going to get out of hand. It's not going to stop there. It's going to go from being from just looking at Chinese stuff all the way to the all the way up to just find on anybody else. I mean, China's taking over. They already took over Hollywood. They already took over whatchamacallit. I can't even remember the place they took over, but they were in UT, and these guys had to get them out of there, okay? Because there were Chinese operatives inside there. I mean, they're all over the bloody place. I mean, what will you people put up with, huh? Just tell me, what will you put up with? Your freedoms being stripped away? So much so that basically, that technically, either there's nothing there? The fact that technically this is actually happening now clearly shows that I I I I don't even know. I don't know what to say now. I kind of agree with Alex. I mean, he needs to move on these people. He needs to move on these people now. I mean, paramilitary, just give them the order to arrest these guys, because this is almost equivalent to almost espionage. And technically speaking, this this is going to be a very serious issue now. Now for the next coming years, it's it's almost scary at best. I mean, those guys killed, what was it, 50 something million of their people. They say that it's, the Chinese say it's 60 something when Mao's in power, and Xi Jinping just basically became a dictator because of the Chinese Intelligence Bureau, or I can't remember whatever bureau Alan just mentioned in the clip you just heard me bring up. This is really something that people really need to look at and talk about, because technically Silicon Valley cares more about cash, about profits, about I don't know what the next word is, but they care more about their their bottom line more than the people's safety. There's a game called Armored Warfare I'm playing, and the guy, the Magnus Holter, says somewhere along the lines of this cutscene, he says basically, you know, vermin have taken over. And then he says, while the rich become the lawless, suckling relentlessly on greed's bosom. I mean, basically, that's we're kind of where we're going right now. Very soon, we may not even have, hell, I may not even be on on YouTube, if you get my drift. If I ever survive, of course. The fact that technically they're doing this and going this far makes it really make it shows how the elites want to do this. And even after we're all gone, they're gonna be told to hate America, hate Trump, hate everything else. But I have a good feeling that if this whole little apocalypse stuff happens, guess what? They've somehow sealed their fate right there, because while everybody is, you know, trying to, fight back or whatever, trying to keep everybody in line or whatever, I mean, if this whole thing hits the fan, guess who they're going to rebel against? The state, which is their mommy and daddy. They're going to rebel against them, so they're just doing their jobs for us. So, that's my 2 cents on this. Please like this video and subscribe to the Info Gundam. I make all my videos here now. I mean, maybe some stuff I may not be able to get to, because I'm limited to a three article stuff, and I'll pretty much see you next time. Bye.